Thanks, Andrew, for joining us today. Today we're talking about making sense of cognitive. So why don't we start with that? How are people making sense of cognitive in their process transformation journeys?
So the really interesting thing with cognitive is, done right, it's bringing in a lot of data sources that were opaque to us in the past. The ability to analyze the sentiment of text that we see, or understand from voice analysis how a person on the phone is feeling, and use that as input into how we're going to react to them. Additionally, some of the very, very complex decisions that we try to make today, to the best of our human ability, using cognitive analysis, we can come up with a stronger heuristic for figuring out what the best answer is, both for our customers and for the enterprise, and wind up with a better result for everyone across the board.
Nice. So where do you see the opportunities in cognitive and digital transformation or process transformation or even decision transformation really happening?
Well, to be honest with you, I have a feeling that if we look back at this tape 3 years from now, we're all going to think that there was no way that we had any clue what we were talking about. So the reality is that the outcome is probably going to be much different than what we think today. So part of that is making sure that as an organization you're staying very agile and not getting the mindset that you know exactly where this should be used and how to use it. Within the current answers, a lot of the things I see are significant reinvestment in understanding rules and adding in the new factors that cognitive brings to the plate for us. By putting cognitive in there, we have a much tighter framework to understand what we're doing, and the measures looked at over time are comparable, as opposed to any measure that a human is doing against this sort of fuzzy data. You can wind up with the same exact information at different times being interpreted differently because of where that person is in their headspace. We've eliminated those variabilities from the things that we're looking at.
Well, thanks, Andrew, for joining us today and making sense of cognitive for us. We look forward to seeing you again, and you can find more videos about cognitive and IoT and digital transformation right here on this channel.